you got Black History Month, man. Right? A lot of people, the white man gave you Black History Month.
Right.
He gave you the shortest month out of all the months. He gave you 28 days, and then threw Valentine's Day in there and make it 27. Because you don't give a damn about Black history on the Valentine's Day. That's a false pagan holiday, man. Created by the so-called white man. Right? We got to come out of these things. Give me Proverbs 1 and 22. Right? We got to stop being so simple, man, and following behind the so-called white man and doing the things that he tells us to do. Right? By celebrating Black history. So-called Black history. Right? That should be all year round. You should celebrate that all year round.
Right.
Celebrating your people like Moses. Celebrating your people like King David. Right? Not just Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You got to go deeper than that. Right? Give me that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones?
How long, man? How long, ye simple ones? Right? The simple ones don't know who they are according to the scriptures. The simple ones don't know what they must do in these last days according to the scriptures. Read.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
You'd be a damn fool to despise the words that we're trying to speak to you. You'd be a fool to despise the words and the knowledge of the Most High. You'd be a damn fool because it tells you how to operate your life. It tells you how to get yourself together. It tells you how to operate your community, how to control the kingdom, right? You would be a damn fool to despise that, right? And who was the laws given to? Give me Deuteronomy 4 and 44, right? Because they was only given to one people. That's why we got to come out of our simple ways and stop keeping these holidays, right? Like Valentine's Day. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 6. We gotta come out of these simple ways, man. Keep the commandments. All right? Give me that.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 44. And these be the laws which Moses spake, which Moses set before the children of Israel.
So these are the laws that Moses set before the children of Israel. Give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Right? These are the laws that Moses set before the children of Israel in the wilderness. He told them laws that from the Most High God. He told them not to worship other gods. He told them they can't eat pork. He told them they have to keep the Sabbath day. Right? Give me that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
And the Lord said we shouldn't have any other gods before us. Right? That we shouldn't be out here worshiping Valentine's Day, worried about damn balloons and teddy bears, man. We shouldn't be worried about that. That's wasting your damn money anyway. You don't even know what you celebrate. Read.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
All you damn women out here, you bow down to the damn teddy bear flowers, man. You bow down to the all these gifts that the men give you for Valentine's Day. Right? It's not even our custom. Read.
Not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Right? We got to come out of those ways. Because our God is a jealous God. He don't want us celebrating these false pagan gods, man. He don't want us celebrating New Year's. He don't want us celebrating damn St. Patrick's Day, where they go around pinching people. That's the gayest shit I ever heard in my life. Go around pinching some man because he ain't got a green shirt on. Man.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right? So you got to come out of the ways of America, man. These wicked ways. Homosexuality. You got to come out of the ways. You got to start keeping the Sabbath day holy. Right? You got to put fringes on your clothes, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Hey, you ever heard what we preach, bro?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Oppression makes a wise man mad. We mad as hell. We on the corner right now. We mad as hell, man. We tired of seeing all these wicked things going on in our community. We tired of seeing our brothers shooting each other down with AKs, right? And 9mm, man. We tired of that, man. And the white man set that shit up right in your neighborhoods so you can kill each other. Right next to that damn alcohol, the liquor store. Right? We tired of seeing that. Read that again.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
So-called black man, if you was a wise man, you'd be mad at what you see right now. You'll be out here on the corners instead of at home watching TV.
Right.
You'll be out here on the corners instead of at damn Hooters watching football right now. Right? Trying to catch that 12 o'clock game or that 11 o'clock game. You'll be out here teaching your people the truth. Right? This is what really being in the streets is about right here. We in the streets out here. Right? Being a street nigga, it ain't talking about being a street dude. That ain't talking about going out and killing your brother, going out and stealing from your brother. This is being on the streets right here, teaching your people, bringing them out of the ways of America, bringing them back to their heritage. This is what you call being in the streets, right? We out here slanging the words of the Most High. That's what we out here doing, right? We're not out here slanging drugs, right? We're not out here doing what the white man wants us to do, okay? We out here to keep the laws of God, come back to the commandments, right? And so we can get the kingdom, so we can be back on top in rulership.
That's right.
Right? And we got to come out of the ways of America and be separate, right? Give me Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1. Right? Because we've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? Over and over and over and over again, from Jerusalem all the way to now.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that have been, it is, which shall be, and that which is done, it is, shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
There ain't no new thing under the sun, right? We doing this. If you're doing the same thing, you're doing the same things that you were doing back in those ancient times, right? If you were still a hater of Christ, you're gonna be the same hater today. If you love Christ, you're loving today, right? If you love Him, you're gonna change your ways and keep the commandments and come out of these wicked ways of America, right? Come out of the ways of the so-called white man, right? How you doing, man? How you doing? Have you ever heard of what we preach? We out here to preach the truth of the Most High God. We out here to tell you that you're not an African American, that you're not black, right? That you're not a Negro. God never calls you that in the Bible. He calls you an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, more than likely, if you would call yourself a so-called African American, right? Because you are a queen on this earth. You are royalty on this earth according to the Most High God. The so-called, all these different nations, they look at us and they look down upon us. They say the black man is nothing. They say the black man just want to eat chicken all day. They say the black man love watermelon. But we are kings on this earth, but we have not been taught right, right? We have to go back to the scriptures and be taught all the ways of God and come out of these ways. Because our brothers out here killing each other every day, right? They out here stealing from each other every day, but nobody's teaching them that they're not supposed to be doing that. They out here trying to sleep with women at the age of 12 and 13. Right? And the fathers and the uncles, they're lifting that up. They justify our young men doing that. When you should be telling them not to do that until they get married. Right? You shouldn't be out here sleeping women to women. You should be out here taking care of your household. You should be out here uplifting your women, not calling them bitches and hoes, because that's what they do in those rap songs. Right? We got to come out of those ways, right? Because that's not our ways. Before we came over here, we didn't call our women bitches and hoes. We called them queens. We called them princesses. We called them royalty, right? Because they had dresses on. They knew how to carry themselves. They knew how to eat at the table. They knew how to do all these things, right? They knew how to take care of their household. But now you got women nowadays, they're not being taught right. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean, right? They don't know how to reverence their husband. They don't know how to be submissive to their husband and support him, right? Give me that.
This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, the scriptures say. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because we always reject knowledge, right? We come out here day in, day out. Saturday, what's going on, bro? Saturdays, every Saturday, and people reject knowledge. They say those dudes are crazy on the end of the street, man. I don't know what I hear out there in the 32-degree weather, the 40-degree weather, in the rain, sleet, and snow, right? Trying to preach the Bible. We're out here trying to preach the truth. We are not the Christian church. We don't come out here to preach the truth according to the scriptures.
That's right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. that thou shalt not be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
So the Lord said he would forget our children because we forgot our law, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people.
Check that out, man. Hey, y'all come holler at me, man. What's going on, bro? Y'all DJ? Hey, that was up, bro.
Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So the Lord said you are a holy people, right? The word holy means separate. The Lord said you are a separate people unto the Lord our God, right? Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
He chose you out of all people on the face of this earth. He could have chose anybody, man. He could have chose the white man. He could have chose the Asian man. But he chose you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people,
Equal to.
above all people,
Almost the same.
above all people,
Parallel.
above all people.
You above all people, right? You are gods on this earth. You are not equal to nobody. What they preaching you out here talking about you equal to the next man, how they want to be equal in one. No, you are above them. And we're going to tell you that according to the scriptures, because we're not ashamed out here. Give me 45 and 17. Right? We're not ashamed to come out here and tell you that you're the greatest people of this earth, right? That you're not a black man, that you're not a Negro. We're not ashamed to come out here and tell you you're a king, you're a God on this earth. Right? And you need to come back to your heritage, right? And take care of your community. Read.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all.
Right? Because you was the fewest of all. Right? Read.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
Right? So the Lord brought you out of the land of Egypt. You are the same people who went across the Red Sea with Moses. Right? You are the same people. Right? And we are here to teach you today that you have to come back to those ways. You got to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments that you left, right? How did you leave it? When the Lord put you on those slave ships, he put you on those slave ships and sent you off to your enemy, and your enemy erased that. Right? How you doing, sir? Hey, you know we out here teaching the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they're actually the true Jews, according to the Bible, that they're the Israelites, according to the Bible. These are the same people who walked across the Red Sea with Moses. These are the same people, and we can prove that with the scriptures, right? According to Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. All those curses that the Israelites will go through. Let's get some of those. Let's go to, give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1, right? Give me that in Isaiah first real quick.
This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Who gonna be saved?
Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
So Israel is that world without end. Israel is the world that John 3:16 speaks of. Right? It don't mean the whole world. It's talking about the world of Israel. It's one class of people. It's one specific group of people. Just like you have the sea world, this, the car world, the animal world, and different things of that nature. Right? It's more than one definition of the word world. Give me that in Deuteronomy 1. And we're not ashamed out here to tell you the curses of the Bible. We're not ashamed to tell you that you are kings and gods on this earth, right? And that you have to come back to the commandments.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who is Moses speaking to?
All Israel.
Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Hey, check this out, man. Do you think we are cursed people or a blessed people right now? All right, give me that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Lord said if you didn't listen to him, what's going to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And we all know a curse is a bad thing, right? A curse is not a good thing, man. We are under the curses of Deuteronomy 28 right now as we speak. Right? We are still the same ones who have to pull up at gas stations that we don't own and buy loose blacks. We're still the same people that have to pull up at a grocery store that we don't even own. Right? We can't go to our brothers and buy groceries from them. We can't go to our brothers and get some materials and supplies for clothing. We can't go to our brothers to get food. Right? We got to go to our enemy, and that's one of the curses. Give me that in 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Right? We don't want to curse in the city, man. Everywhere you go, we curse in the city. You can have a damn NFL team there. You can have the lottery there. You can have all those major buildings and corporations there, but we're going to be cursed in the city, right? We are the main ones, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans living in the projects, in the ghettos, right? We're the ones in poverty.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
We were cursed in the field when we were in slavery. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hey, man, we were cursed. Do you agree that we were cursed when we came over here as slaves in the field, when we had to pick cotton for free labor, right? They didn't pay us that money. They didn't give us any reparations. We had to pick cotton for bricks and eggs, man. You know what I'm saying? Those curses are in the Bible, right? All those things that we went through are in the Bible. It's been in there the whole time. The truth has just not been brought out yet until thus far, right? Give me that.
Cursed shall be thy basket in thy store.
Right? The Bible says, cursed shall be thy basket in thy store. Right? I don't see no damn Sprouts over here. I don't see no damn Whole Foods over here. Right? They give you the worst stores that you can ever think of, man. They give you the worst restaurants that you can ever think of. Ain't no damn healthy foods around here for real. All that stuff is in Homewood. It's in Vestavia, right? Where the so-called white man is. He gonna give you the trash, right? He gonna give you the McDonald's, man. He gonna give you the church's chicken. Because he said that's what you deserve, right? All the processed food, man. Your damn bologna sandwiches and stuff like that, man. You're not gonna find that in damn Whole Foods, man. Read.
Carcass shall be meat unto fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away.
All right, so when we came over here in 1619, right, when our Native Americans came over here in 1492, right, when they went into slavery.
Thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away.
And they had you hanging on those trees, man. They had crows pecking at your eyeballs, right? You had worms crawling inside of your body because they didn't bury your bodies. They left them hanging on the trees, right? They let birds come down and vultures come down and pluck on your body. You're laying on the ground, a stray dog eating on your leg, right? All kind of different worms in you. You had maggots probably crawling in your stomach. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't put you in the grave. Posed right there on the earth. All right? It naturally decomposed right on top of the earth. Right? But they didn't put your bodies in grave because they didn't give a damn about you. And that was one of the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 30. Thou shalt be betrothed a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Because when you were in slavery, man, the slave master owned your wife. You didn't own your wife. She wasn't your possession, right? It was the slave master possession, so he could do what he wanted to do with it, right? That's illegal according to the scriptures, but he did what he wanted to do because he a wicked man. It said evils will multiply when they took over, right? That's an evil. That's a great evil right there, man. Right? You would get married, and then a week later, or that same day or that night, the damn slave master would sleep with your wife, right?
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
It says your sons and daughters will be given to another people. When did they do that? Right, they did that in 1619. When they came over here, Master Jenkins would go by Master Peter, right, and he would go ask him, hey, can I get that nigga boy you got right there? I think he'd be good for my field, man. And he'll just have to go because there was no might in your hand. You couldn't save your children. You couldn't go to war for your kids, man. You just had to watch it happen because you didn't have no military might. You didn't have no political might or economic might. All right? All you had was bricks and eggs and shoes with holes in the bottom to work on the slave field, man. Right? That's all you had. Let me ask you a couple questions, right? I'll let you talk. Come check this out real quick, bro. Okay. Well, we are Israel to the scriptures. We gotta repent and keep the commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here to teach our people. We out here to teach you. You know what I'm saying? We out here for our people. We love you, man. So we gotta keep the commandments of God and come back to the scriptures, right? Give me Psalms 86, 82 and 6.
This is Psalm 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are God.
The Lord said, ye are gods, for what?
And all of you are children of the Most High.
Because he's the Most High God, right? Read.
Verse 7. But ye shall die like men.
And the Most High said, you should die like men, right? You're right about that. We should die like men, right? Because he put us on this earth, right, to live out